Good morning, everyone. My name is Jade. I'm the Violet Sage. I'm a psychic medium, automatic writer, and tarot reader, along with spiritual minister, Reiki master, teacher, author, and creator, and a different sort of healer in many ways for over 26 years now. So, welcome to your 4 elements readings. I will be going over fire, earth, air, and water. So, for those of you who I know you like to speed it up, and in case I don't always get to put what times what element starts, I do have something that pops up in the left-hand corner, so you'll know at what point, if you need to fast forward, that your element will be showing up. And don't forget, we also do the zodiac horoscopes. We do live weekly readings on Sundays, most every Sunday 10 a.m. Central Time. And if it's not on Sunday, we do schedule it for like the Friday or Monday. So please hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of those shows and don't miss any of those podcasts, so you can get your forecast for either the week or the month and whatever else you may need, or to be able to contact me is all the information scrolling through below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that's also scrolling through below. We do run contests so you can win readings and all sorts of things. All right, so I'm now going to provide you with the information that Spirit gives me for the element that you're born with, or it could be the element that your astrology chart is stronger with, such as when you're born, sun, moon, or rising signs. So also keep in mind these are general readings, and for a more accurate reading specifically for you, please contact me at the email that you see below and put reading in the subject line. And I also do have a website, thevioletsage.com, where you can check out all the things that I create, make, sell, and other services I offer. All right, so we are going to be on to the fire element. So the fire element is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let's see. I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to actually do some runes, and I believe I'm going to do a stone here. All right, Spirit. For the fire element of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, what do they have in common? What's best going to help them in their path in life? Hope to give me the proper card. Whoa, helps them. All right, jumped out. That's got to be the one. Ooh, good advice. Moving forward, we'll put that over here. Get ready for positive change. There's a lot of changes that are going on, and this is the month for positive change. This is for the month of April 2023. We have April over here, and you are going to be moving forward, or your best to move forward. Don't stay stagnant. Don't be resistant. Follow the change because it will bring you to a better space. And, sometimes change happens through adversity. So don't be afraid if things like that happen, and don't be angry if they happen. Just say, wow, I wonder what positive place this is going to bring me to. And that's the outlook you take, because it really does help your manifestation abilities. It helps the energy that you attract to you. So making sure you're keeping a good mental mind frame on that when things happen. All right. And we're going to do the Divine Circus. Divine Circus for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What does Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius have in common that's best going to help them in their path in life? Which card is best going to help all of them in their path in life? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got stuff falling everywhere here. Yeah, weird. That didn't go very far, so that's good. It's tight quarters if you see where I'm working over here. All right. For fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag. What do they need to know? Because it's hard for them to pick out a card that's going to resonate with all of you, huh? There it is. There it is. Oh, that's interesting. We have the Maven of Masks. So this means, all right, you have been there, done that. You've tried a lot of things, and there's a lot of things going on in life. And some of these things in life call you to be somebody other than who you are, or something other than what you're used to having to dive into, or not exercising maybe a certain strength or something that you have, or a creative ability. This card is calling you to say, you know what? You've wanted to be something else or someone else. Why don't you try that mask on for size? This may help to bring you to who you truly need to be, maybe the strength you really need to tap into. But it is a very remarkable card and a piece of information for you. It is time. It's time to walk out of that box that you're used to being in and try out something new. Try out maybe someone that you've been afraid to be. This card reads, what do you want to be? Try that self on for size. You might just discover another genuine facet of you beyond your known identity. The Maven of Masks tells you, act as you wish to be, and so shall you be. I'm going to read on. I've been reading on a little further lately. It tends to help some people. Have you ever felt the liberation of feeling like a different person when on holiday, traveling in another part of the world, or stepping into a world where people don't know you? The masks have come off, and you get to choose who you're going to be. You might feel unfamiliar. You might feel unfamiliar ways of being, more assertiveness, more confidence, more vulnerability, more feminine or masculine energy, all rising up from within you. These ways of might be not seem like you, not the you that you have thought yourself to be, but just because they are different, new, unfamiliar, doesn't also make them inauthentic. Quite the opposite. The Maven of Masks card comes to you when it's time to try on another personality for size, to see how much of it ends up being authentically you, just a newly discovered you, but true nonetheless. So that's just a little tidbit of that card. That is pretty cool. I really love that. So it's really you. It's time to try on another persona. It's time to try a new way of life. Something maybe someone's been suggesting to you for a long time. Just like, nope, I don't want to step outside my comfort zone or my little box, even though it could be horrible, the things you're experiencing, because you're refusing to try that something new, doesn't mean it's not going to be awesomely good for you and make you say, hey, you know, I really like this. I don't know why I fought it for so long. So very awesome. Very awesome. I love it. All right. We are going to do the Isis deck. There's some more Isis deck here. All right. Spirit for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What do they need to know? What's best going to help them in their path in life? What do they all have in common? Best advice you can give them. All right, I like to read the card when I just look at it on the outside, and then I'll read what it says. So this we have, you have the key, and you know you have the key. You have the key to your success. You have the key to try something different. There's going to be things made available to you this month that maybe, not that they weren't available to you before, but where the timing seems right. And it's time for you to really jump on that bandwagon, because you have the seriousness and even the persona to take it on and make it work for you now. So step out of your comfort zone again, jump forward. This is the time. Make those changes. So it says, key of life. There's the key. The Ankh pretends new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. All right, I say this every podcast. You can't make this shit up. I mean, look what we just read here. This is like an echo of that. There's definitely change moving forward. Maven and Mass, time to change yourself, change your attitude, change your life, get rid of bad habits. It could be negative ways of thinking, things you're putting into your body, all these sorts of things you're choosing to surround, people you're choosing to surround yourself with. I mean, it's all there for you. So, wow. I actually think that's very powerful. All right. So we're going to do a little surprise today. We're going to do our runes. So we're going to pick a rune for the fire element. Aries, Leo, and Sag spirit. What do they need to know? What's going to help them in their path in life? I had to. This is, I think it's Kano. This is the opening. New things are definitely coming for you. The opening for you to step through it is there. It is definitely time for that change. I'm going to go ahead and read the quick little blurb I have written down for that one. Yeah, it's time for you to pass through that opening, pass through that gate. Try something new. The old is no longer going to work for you. The new is what is needed. Let us see. Where did it go? Okay. Seriously. Where did it go? There it is. Opening. I was right. Kano. It's Kano. Is the name of this rune. And it stands for opening. Opening and renewed clarity, dispelling darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are now free to receive gifts and know the joy of non-attached giving with joy. You and your eyes are now open. There is a reverse, so you'll know which one you may be going through right now, but I did pull it right side up. The reversed is expect a darkening of the light in some situation or relationship. A friendship, a partnership may be dying. Some aspect of yourself is no longer appropriate for this relation. If you do not face it consciously, you could miss an opportunity. So actually that is going on with all this. There may be things that you need to shed so you can get to that opening and start anew. That's perfect. I couldn't have done it any better. All right, let's see. We got stones that we're picking from. I'm going to give you a stone for the fire sign. And if you watched your horoscope, your zodiac horoscope, you could always use these in conjunction with each other. You can usually use at least 3 different crystals or quartz or stones or whatever before they start getting jumbled up and confused. So here we go. For the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What is that? I'm gonna put this down here. Interesting. Almost looks like manganium stone, but it's not. I believe this is a rose quartz. This is rose quartz or white quartz. So I'm actually going to read them both. You know, that's the only thing I hate about this bowl of stones sometimes is you're not quite sure because this monitor does not give it the justice color, you know. So let's see. It does look more pink to me. So rose quartz would be definitely working with love as you make these transitions and transformations. Be the person that you love and what you wish to love. Cut back and cut out all the things that are blocking you from that and blocking you from having time or space or whatever to love yourself. People who are being naysayers and negative and, you know, just you need to love yourself. So do what's right by you. Do what's right by your body. I mean, if you know if you're mistreating yourself in any way, mentally, physically, emotionally, which is still mentally. All right, so let's go ahead and read this for you. What are the metaphysical properties of rose quartz?
According to Healthline, support emotional and relationship healing, inspire compassion, and boost feelings of peace and calm.
All right, and of course, there's a world more information online about it. I'm going to ask white quartz. What are the metaphysical properties of white quartz? All right, so it's white or milky quartz, a sweet stone for places of healing. White quartz supports the clearing and energetic of stagnation and physical, emotional, and mental balance. So this will help you balance through all your transformations that you're going through here. That is perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's see. So we're going to go on to the next one. Where's that? And All right. So we are now going to go on to the earth element. So the earth element. What does the earth element need to know? Spirit of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What card has their interest in mind? Oh my goodness. All right. You got 2 cards. And I've been shuffling. Wow. Okay. There is a theme this month. We have the moving forward fearlessly again. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. There's things really going to happen. Maybe there's actual physical move for you. Maybe it is moving forward in a relationship or moving out of a relationship, but you're moving forward in another direction. Maybe you're moving on to a new job, maybe into a new neighborhood. So maybe you're moving on to a new project too. Maybe you are just quit working and you're getting your own business. I mean, there are so many aspects of moving forward. And with that card comes face your fears. Release the power of fear. Fear, don't let fear control you. Just be okay with not knowing what the future holds and moving forward. As long as it resonates with you, see if it feels right. Put it in your gut area. How does it feel? So it's time to face your fears, move forward. So again, it's like stepping out of that box. So don't be tied to a certain belief system. Sometimes you have to explore the unknown. It's kind of like the Maven of Masks. But it's definitely going to be much better for you than the old that you're leaving behind. It could be stepping into a new job, a new workplace, a new portion of your job. There's so many things, I'm feeling for some of you there's like a lot of new friendships, and some of you maybe have been so used to just maybe not divulging parts of your life or who you are, being a little reserved because you're afraid someone can use things against you, and that's okay if you're a little reserved about what you share, but it does feel like you have to fight the fears and just move forward. Hey, friends are good. New is good. New things are good. All right. So we're going to do Divine Circus. Divine Circus for the earth element of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth element spirit. Let me pick the proper card for the earth element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. What do they need to know? What's best going to help them in their path in life? All right. Ooh. Oh, there's a warning sign. Okay. So we have the Silver Siren. The Silver Siren sings their lovely song of deceit. It's like someone may be trying to trick you or fool you, maybe just for their own good and purpose, and maybe they just don't have your best interest in mind. It's most times that's what it is. That's why people will lie, or maybe you look at them in a different way. Maybe they're hiding something from you. So if you are stepping into a new relationship or looking for one, please be sure. Maybe you do a background check on that person. I mean, you never know. Maybe they're really not being honest with you about something, and it's just because they want, sugar daddy or sugar mama too. I mean, you never know. It could be your boss, blowing steam up your butt saying, oh, if you do this, there's probably a raise in it for you. What about that? Probably. Maybe just people are not telling you the truth, or they're disguising it to get you to do something they want you to do. So be very, very careful, the people around you and their purpose behind having you in their life, or them asking you maybe for a favor or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. So just beware. Not all is as it seems. That's what I want to say to that. 37. All right. When is an enchantment not enchanting? When is it a spell that you allow to consume your free will? Even as it promises so much, yet delivers so little, the silver siren sings her song, a pretty poison to the soul. Her false allure tempts the mind, even whilst the heart feels that something is not quite right. Your power will come from discerning the truth and allowing her false promises no place in your heart. So, like I said, it could be people that are just trying to. I just keep picturing like relationships. So, if people are trying to get into a new relationship, maybe listen for the warning signs instead of being the one doing all the talking, doing the listening, asking the right questions, even if it's business concerns. It says the modern world, perhaps especially in the spiritual field, is laden with false light. This is the light that blinds and obscures rather than clarifies and reveals. False light is that which might seem dazzling on the surface, but underneath is nothing but hot air at best and destructive energy that will rot your soul at worst. False light is the opportunity so intoxicating that even selling your soul to have it seems rational, or the person so alluring that you are willing to deny your basic needs for respect and acknowledgement in order to spend even just one moment by their side. The false light is a seduction, a siren song, a promise of whatever it is you feel you cannot have unless you compromise your integrity to get it. There is just one lesson to be learned through the siren song. The compromise your integrity, you will find that you have obtained was not worth the price you paid for it. No matter how much you believed it would be otherwise, it simply will not be worthwhile. So this reminds me of like people who haven't been on a date for a long time. You're always going to be tested. Do you want this one over here? Or are you strong enough to hold out for something that's true and what you would really want? Or are you going to compromise and just be a slave to this person while they go out and do whatever the hell they want? It's one of those things. Make sure you're holding your own integrity in place when you're doing this, and make sure they are in theirs. And if something feels funny and feels off to you, do that kinesiology thing. Stand up with your arms by your side, close your eyes, pose the question. If your body starts to propel forward, it's yes. And if it starts to propel backwards, the answer is no. So if you can't trust yourself or your own discernment, do that. But make sure your mind is clear when you do that. Very important to watch these strange people out there these days. I'm telling you, people are desperate, everybody. I mean, pay attention. You might be one of those desperate people. Make sure you're not doing this to somebody else. All right. So, Earth element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right, so we're using the Isis deck now for the Earth element. What's best going to help them in their path in life? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth element. Come on, give me a card. Give me a card. This one just keeps fluttering around on my fingers here, so let's see. All right. I don't think I've never pulled this card before. All right. Lapis lazuli is what this looks like to me. The pyramid represents knowledge. The stars is maybe you've been asking for help. The moon, the stars, how the sun sets and rises. The timing also. And then we have this, I believe this is the Star of David in the background. So you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of sacred space and sacredness within you, and it's time to call that out so you can use that. And with the lapis in there, the lapis is using your gift of discernment, which is going hand in hand with the silver siren. Making smart choices. It's also a little bit of a stone of protection and giving you some peace of mind. And knowing that you may have turned what seemed like a great gift away, if you know it did not feel true to you, then maybe you're best doing that. And then the next best thing does come along. All right, so the card reads, Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love based community. You are here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. Face your fears, moving forward. Watch that silver siren. You're here to help people. So if you're wondering, what is my purpose here on earth? You're here to help other people. If you're around a lot of negative naysayers, and if you're at work and you're hearing people talking smack about somebody else, stop them saying, hey, do you really think that's cool? Don't you think it's time to grow up? This is how we all rip each other apart, and we're not going to get very far separately. We need unity. We need each other. Why don't you find a reason to be their friend instead of to be a jerk? How else are you going to put it? So I think that's really, really cool. All right. So, there's so many, again, there's always so many examples and so many instances that I can give you. All right. So time for the rune pull. All right. All right, Spirit, what rune is best going to help the earth element? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the month of April 2023. Ooh, I believe, Fahu? No. Unjo? All right, I have to look this one up. This is the sign of protection, if I am not mistaken. So as you move through this and you make your decisions and you face your fear, you have backing. When you say no to things that you know could be tricking you, giving up the possibility of a relationship, knowing that you'll be nothing but a slave instead and not really a purposeful person. Hang on. Something in my hair is really pulling my hair. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to pull this one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Algiz, Algiz is the name of this rune. And it stands for protection. All right, I was right on that one. So I will read both because one leads to the other, the positive of the rune, the right side up, and the reverse. Control of emotions is at issue here. During times of transition, shifts in life course, accelerated life change, it is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, high or low. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune. With them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. Do not escape from life. Dealing with it and keeping space around you with proper conduct is your protection. Reversed. Be thoughtful about your health and do not add to the burden others are carrying. Remain conscious of the associations you are making at this time. Who are you? And who are you becoming involved with? Do they use you? Oh my God. Again, you can't make this shit up. I'm sorry. This is like perfect with the silver siren and everything. And, it's all just, okay. I'm going to just keep going. If they use you, and if so, are you conscious of it? Then take responsibility for your own actions. Do not be overly concerned or your enterprise suffers because you may not win, but you will never lose. Use temperance and courtesy as there are the sinews of this rune's protective powers. So be careful. If you decide to stay with someone and they're not in their integrity, then own up to what's going to happen next because you made that choice and you know full well what's going on. Otherwise, run away. So that's what I got to say to that. All right. I think that's really cool. All right, a stone for the earth element. What stone is best going to help earth element? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the month of April 2023. Earth. Ooh. I can't figure out what stuff is. It's weird. It's definitely an agate. But it kind of reminds me of carnelian, but it really reminds me of Botswana agate. And Botswana agate has a lot of protective powers as well, just like the protection thing. So I am going to go with the Botswana agate and have them read that to you. And it's a nurturing stone too. So if you're feeling like you need a little more nurturing, you've been through a lot, maybe you're more sensitive, Botswana agate can really help you with that. And what did I do with my phone? There it is. Okay. All right. What are the metaphysical properties of Botswana agate? Not Barcelona, Botswana. What are the metaphysical properties of Botswana agate?
According to Truly Experiences, this special stone is said to promote feelings of composure, inner stability, and maturity. Its protective, warm properties encourage security and self-confidence. Some say it offers excellent support for those looking for love.
Now I'm going to show you, like, there's some of the pictures of some of them. They have the, like, stripes in them. Let's see if they have any. Gotta see if I can click on it. Yeah, bring it a little closer. See the Botswana agates? And like this one down here. That's what it looks like to me. Like these. So I'm pretty sure that's Botswana agate. Carnelian couldn't hurt either if you want to try them both. But that's the one for you. And it seems to be going hand in hand with the reading. So awesome sauce. All right. Hopefully that's been of help, you guys. So that was the earth element. All right. You're beautiful. All right. It's a beautiful piece. I love it. All right. Give me a moment while I put these cards back. Got a mountain of cards on top of each other. All right, now on to the element of air. So, the element of air. All right, Spirit, what does the element of air need to know? What's best going to be helpful for them in their path in life for this month of April 2023 for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Wow, that was quick. All right. We have new beginnings. Begin your new life. I'm telling you, April's all about change and newness and stepping out of the box and stuff like that. So new beginnings, begin your new life. That I love that dragon, magical dragon. Actually, that looks like the phoenix. That is the phoenix. So when you feel like you've been totally burned out and you're left with the rubble of life, that's when the new starts. So start your new life. Don't be afraid, because we have the magic of the phoenix. You are going to recreate yourself, which has been the theme for this whole month. It's so awesome. I love it. I hope Water Element gets this good of stuff. All right. So we got the new beginnings. We got the phoenix. That is like one powerful bird there. All right. And let's see. New is upon you. Do it willingly, and she will treat you good. All right. So we're going to do Divine Circus for air element, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. For the air element, what's going to help the air element in their path in life? What is it they need to know? What's their common theme? Ooh, okay, the Countess. She's pretty good too. All right. We have the Red Countess. All right, so no matter what happens, you have the special flair. You have a special know-how about you. It's kind of like you have been there and you have done that. Maybe when you're at the bottom of the pole, this is when the bluebird of happiness arrives. So things are about to change and they can get better, but it really helps with you being focused on it as well. So be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. But let's go ahead and read Red Countess. But that's what I pick up from the card as well. And my mom decides to call now. Nice. All right. Let's see. Deep within, you know what is true and what to do or not to do. Yet there is so much noise and distraction in the world, and even at times in our own minds, that listening for our inner wisdom can seem like trying to hear a gentle bird song in the midst of a rock concert. Even so, you are hearing an inner truth, and deep down you know it. Can you trust that it is safe to not only hear your inner voice, but to act on it too? There is something that you know, you felt, sensed, heard, or realized this truth more than once, even if others see or feel differently. You just know what you know, even if you don't quite know how you know it. When the Red Countess appears, she is reminding you of what you know, no matter how convincingly someone or even you might be able to talk you out of it for a while. The truth always returns to the truth always returns to be dealt with eventually. This is not meant to be a warning. It is meant to be a reassurance, that encouragement to be bold and act on what you feel. Give your truths value. Hold your feelings and insights in high enough esteem to pay attention to them, to give yourself time to process what you think, feel, and sense. Know that they are worth acting on, even if that action just means to trust more and stop worrying. So, you need to start trusting yourself. You know what's going on. It's kind of like people in bad relationships. And I go back to that because there are so many examples for that. That if you're in a bad relationship and you know you're being tormented, oh, but he said it'll change. Although they just said it's in my mind. That's not really happening. Come on, really? What does your gut tell you? Again, do the kinesiology. For those of you who are not watching the whole thing, I'm going to explain kinesiology, I think, to each and every element here. Stand with your mind blank, with your arms at your side, your eyes closed. Get your equilibrium, then pose the question that can be answered by yes or no. If you start to propel forward, the answer is yes. If you propel backwards, the answer is no. If you cannot trust yourself, or you dare not trust yourself, trust that. But you can't be willing it. If you're thinking yes or thinking no, your body will react to that as well. You have to become a blank slate. Okay. Now, enough lecture. All right, here we go. Air element with the Isis deck. Air element Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What does Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius need to know? That looks interesting. Okay. I don't think I ever pulled this card either. Today's day for new cards. All right. I'm going to let you look at it too. I always read by what I see first, and then I tell you what the card reads. Wow, there's that inner knowing. That inner knowing and being strong. Stand your ground, stand in your integrity, gain your strength. Don't be moved. Wow. It's really, you have to really look into situations, especially when they become big choices. And I'll tell you what, a partnership, and sometimes even a job, or getting a new partner in a business, these are serious choices. Moving, having someone move in with you. Maybe you're renting out space because you need extra money. You better really look into that person's soul before you let them in. All right, here we go. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. That's really cool. Really. And we got people walking by outside here, I think. So we got dogs everywhere. All right, so sorry about that. All right, Spirit. So there we go. We're going to put that one down over here. Of course, I'm sorry. I apologize for the barking. Ah, it is the UPS man. It's making the dogs crazy. Okay. Wee-hee. So let's go on to rune time. The rune for the air element, Spirit, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Whoa, okay. I got two. One actually jumped out of the bin, the other one ended up in my hand. So you get a two for today. All right. We have, I think this might be Wunjo. I am not sure. Yeah, directional. And then I believe, no, that is not Arcana. Wow, Urus? Nope, that is not Urus. Well, I think this one came out reversed too, so I'm going to read them to you both ways. All right. Let us see. It's not on that page. All right. This is Manez. Manez. The self. This is about the self, and this is all about the self. You got the new beginnings, you got the red countess, and you got this. Oh my goodness, again, you can't make this shit up. All right. So, Menez must be willing to change and grow. Be in the world, but not of it, but also be receptive. This is a time of major growth. Things need to be rectified before progress. Need to find your true song. Reversed is feeling blocked. Do not turn to others for the answer. A need to look deep inside. Remember, I said you need to look deep into the situation. All right. A need to look deep inside. Notice people and situations as your mirror and break the momentum of past habits that may have put you here. So what has been holding you back? You need to examine all this stuff. And this is why the Phoenix is here. The Phoenix is rising from the ashes for the new beginnings, to get rid of all those blocks, all those people who may have blocked you, situations, jobs, or what have you. All right, now don't forget, I cannot tell you what to do. These choices are yours. So I don't ever want to put anybody in jeopardy because you're making choices and, Okay. So the next card is Tiwaz. All right. Oh, I didn't want to spell Manaz for you. Manaz is Mannaz, in case you want to look that up for further terminology online. And this one is the Tiwaz, which is spelled Teiwaz. And that's the warrior. So you do need to be the warrior to move forward on things as well. The battle is always with the self. Be unattached to outcomes. Remain mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. This rune helps you to discriminate within yourself what needs to be cut away, old or dead in your life, and supports the energy to do it. Have trust. You may be called to join with another for a devotion to a cause, but have patience. Rune of courage, dedication. And reversed is danger or hasty or ill-timed action. Life force leaks out or is spilled away. If an association is short-lived, do not grieve, for it has fulfilled its span. In other words, it could be relationships and other things, or jobs or vehicles, homesteads. They have fulfilled their span and it's time to move on to the next adventure, basically, where those new beginnings are coming in. And it says, examine your motives. Be sure that you're not lusting after outcomes and align yourself to be open. So making sure you're doing everything for the right reasons, for sure. All right, that's some awesome stuff. All right, a stone for you. All right, Spirit, a stone for the air element, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I'm going to state, don't forget, everybody, please give us the thumbs up. Do not forget our thumbs up. We need thumbs up from all of our people. It really makes a huge difference in algorithms. So for this month of April, for air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my goodness, you got the clear quartz crystal too. All right, this is going to amplify anything that you're working on. It's going to give you extra energy to get things done, but it's going to amplify all your thoughts, words, deeds, and emotions. So be very careful when utilizing quartz that it's not taking on the wrong energy, and it will amplify the effects of other stones also, because it is a great amplifier of energy in its raw form here. So let's see. I'm going to put that over here. So we're going to go ahead and tell you quartz is just fantastic. And if it gets foggy, and if you're dealing with a lot of stuff, make sure you clean it at least once a week with like a teaspoon or tablespoon of salt into at least an 8-ounce glass of lukewarm water to help melt the salt. Put it in the sun. Clear glass is better. Put it in the sun and a full day of sun and moonbeams. So if you can time that better where the moon is actually out, you're going to have a nice, clear, clean, and re-energized quartz. All right, so what are the metaphysical properties of quartz?
According to Fire Mountain Gems, quartz enhances spiritual growth, spirituality, and wisdom. Because it clarifies thought processes and emotions, it can increase inspiration and creativity. It can also help with concentration, studying, and retaining what one learns.
That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome. All right. So that, don't forget, please give us those thumbs ups, like, share, subscribe, check out your horoscopes, check out our weekly program. And that is usually every Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Time, but it's always 10 a.m. Sometimes it can get switched to a Saturday or a Monday, depending on if I have fairs or there's things going on. Like I think Easter has been moved to, I think, a Saturday because, everybody's going to be busy. All right. So, well, not everybody, but a lot of people. Okay. That is it for the air element. And now we are going to go on to water. And the water element. Okay. Let's put my cards back and get started over again. Here we go. All right, Spirit, what does the water element need to know? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for the month of April 2023. Water element. Boy, okay, where'd it go? It jumped right out of the deck. Okay. That's too funny. Okay. I got a second card that wanted to come out. And it's something near and dear to my heart. But I'm like, do I pull it? Let's see what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. We have celebration. Let go and have fun. So for you water elements, you are emotional beings. I guess it is time that you've been through enough, and it's time to let go and have fun. And you know how to do that. And there may be an upcoming celebration that if you are invited to it, do not say no. It's very important that you go because you never know who you might meet there as well. So people, places, things, making sure that you celebrate everything you can. Life in itself is a celebration. You could celebrate spring. I mean, what was it? The first day of spring was on the 20th of March. But we also have May Day coming up too, but there may be some weddings or whatever, birthdays. Make sure you celebrate them. Even if the person has passed on, maybe it needs to be a celebration of life. But celebrations are called for, and they may bring some wonderful connectivity to you. And also, the other card that came out was the animal bonds. Stand up for all animals. Thank you. I love this. I am an animal activist, if you want to call it that. I do whatever I can to stand up for them. I donate whenever I can. I mean, the things they do, it's horrible. Anyway, so you may be aware of an animal that's going through something. Don't be closed mouth. You need to stand up for them. You need to say something or do something. I mean, I think I would go to jail for doing something. I wouldn't care. I mean, if it meant me taking that dog off this chain and they've been stuck outside and, below 0 temperatures and they're not the type of dog that should have to go through that. There are dogs that are like really hairy and stuff, or even wolves, they like to be outside. But, there's differences. If there's a dog being abused or an animal being abused, a cat or what have you, you need to stand up. So, and if there's any other injustices, I'm going to use this card as any injustice. So there's an injustice going on with children, family members, maybe even the elderly not being treated properly in their household. I mean, whatever the case may be, report it. Be the person that stands up for the people or animals that cannot stand up for themselves. It's important. Okay. So next is the Divine Circus. Divine Circus for water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're still talking to me about that darn card. They're saying, all right, so if it's even a disabled person and like maybe somebody's just collecting a paycheck and they're not really taking care of them, they're sitting there in their own pee, no one's changing their diaper and things like that. I'm sorry, they're still talking to me in the back of my head. If they're still talking, that means I haven't relayed all the messages to all the right people. So there you go. There's situations. You are just as guilty if you're not turning in as you are being that person doing it to them. So there you go. Be responsible and celebrate that life. All right. So what do we have for Divine Circus for the water element? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Spirit, what does Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces need to know? What do they have in common? What's best going to help them in their path in life? Let me pick up the proper card. And there she is. Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting one. We have Alice in Wonderland. All right, so we have Alice. The life in the world is a very intricate, delicate sometimes, and sometimes a confusing place. But you are sometimes meant to take a risk, take a chance. And this, I'm telling you, this month is all about stepping out of your comfort zone for every single zodiac and horoscope. Oh my God. So you need to really step out of your comfort zone, but at the same time, make sure you don't get stuck going down that rabbit hole either. That's where that delicate balance comes in play. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read this card to you. It's really an important one. All right. Oops, whoopsie, too far. Okay. New worlds are calling you forth where the old rules don't apply. It might seem strange or freeing or wild or even scary at first, but you are meant to explore these new worlds. You will gain so much from the experience. There's no need to be afraid. When your world becomes too small for your spirit, it can feel painful, like trying to walk about in shoes you've outgrown. If you do this for too long, you can feel crippled with pain and unable to walk at all. You have a spirit that is outgrowing the worlds you've known and is yearning to experience new ones. The universe is responding to your spiritual need to broaden your horizons with new friends, opportunities, and communities that are or soon will become available to you. You may welcome the unfamiliar, or you may find it intimidating. You may wonder if you belong in those possible strange new worlds, or you may feel like you've come home. No matter whether it is just another world you are meant to pass through on your life's adventure, or a return to a true soul family that you never knew you had, there is value in this next phase of your path. It is essential to your overall life plan and divine destiny. When Alice appears, she brings a message that it's safe to enter into new worlds, whether those worlds are of ideas, new lifestyles, social communities, or other like-minded groups, or even other places. As stranger or unsettling as it may seem at first, you soon will learn the ways of those other worlds and flourish there. Alice's also indicates a time when your perception is opening up. Intuition, insight, visions, and creativity will increase and flow, and it is recommended that you value those things rather than dismiss them, imagination or fantasy. You are encouraged to follow that which is novel or unusual, that which seems to take you into new worlds rather than making do with what already has been. Following those initial inspirations will open doors for you and gain your entry into entirely new and exciting worlds. You are ready for the adventure, whether you know it or not. You're going someplace new. I'm telling you, this month of April's all about new, recreating yourself, visualizing, being creative, and opening up to the new, accepting what leaves you, and welcoming what comes up, trying to bear with it, stand in there. It's all these things. It's amazing. It really is. All right, Isis. All right, Spirit for the water element of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the water element, what do they need to know? What's best going to help them in their path in life? What do they have in common here? Ooh, okay, you came out. There's actually two cards that wanted to come out. Here we go again. All right. First one. Ooh, weighing things out. There we are. The scales. We got the scales, the tipping scales. You know, it was my very first channeled, publicized poem I wrote was The Tipping Scales, is what it was called. Pretty cool. All right. So you really have to use your gift of discernment and step forward. But to weigh things out to see what choices you need to make. But there's definitely going to be some new opportunities coming in, and you're going to have to see what the value of that is, because I feel like it's definitely, if you're weighing things out, it's going to be more than one option. All right, so it says scales of balance. Balancing, give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are always to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and the feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, and play. So again, your body is really, really important. Listen to your body. I'm not going to say it again. I know so many people are with the bad habits. You're not congratulating your body for all the work you've done by sitting down, having a drink, having a cigarette, or whatever. You're actually breaking your body down more, and you're kicking its ass for being good to you. Does that sound fair to you? It's kind of like the animal bond. If you see something bad going on, say something. Well, say something to yourself. There's something bad going on, fix it. You got a lot of energy going on in there, and it needs to come out. You need every bit of this for this new beginning. It's time to celebrate. You got new worlds calling you forth, new places, new jobs, new relationships, new people, new knowledge, new. You really need to be at your tip-top shape. So making sure maybe you're starting a new health regimen or whatever, that is awesome. So your connection with your body, male and female, is really, really important because it helps you. Like, I think the male energy is more of the thinkers and things like that. You're doers, but I'll tell you what, females are really doers. I mean, they're the mothers. Doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to keep pushing forward. And that's what a mother does. That's what the female energy does. So we are the birth givers. I think we experience more pain than than the male energy ever does. But male energy is that strength. So tap into, you really need that. All right. I'm just feeling crazy today. All right. The next card. Is that right side up or upside down? Okay. Ooh, time is of the essence. And we got some cobras here, and we got some more. To me, the blue is always lapis, especially in ancient times. Lapis was a big thing. Lapis, I don't know if it's coral or carnelian. But using wisdom, using your time wisely is very important. Be on your guard. Know there's people people and energy that are gonna throw you off your positive course. I always tell people, and I'm sorry, I'm going to use this as an example, like quitting smoking. Everybody's like, but I'm too stressed. I can't. Why do you think shit hits the fan all the time? It tries to keep you subdued, submissive, in your place, under its control. That's what the adversary does. So be mindful. The more stress hits you, the more you need to be defiant and say, oh, no, you don't. I know what you're trying to do. I'm going to work my will over you, and I'm going to do what I know is right and what's going to make me feel better. It's going to enhance my life. So back off. So, talk like that. You actually have to talk to this energy, put it in its place. All right. Past life, present power. Woo. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intention that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens ancient power and abilities in you. So if you're wondering, like, how do I know how to do that? That might be why. So I always tell people, if you knew your past life, you probably go insane, because sometimes we have done some horrifying things, or we lost some really valuable people, or whatever the case may be. But what you do gain and you do get to keep is wisdom. And that's why we grow each incarnation, to be smarter, to have that inner knowing. Maybe you were a medicine woman or a medicine man. I mean, you never know what you were. Maybe you were a king. Maybe you were a pauper. Maybe a person who got murdered. Maybe one that got raped. Now, you can empathize with people. When you can't empathize with someone, that means you haven't lived that life yet. So be the best you can be. Be as understanding as you can be. And work on all those things you need to. Otherwise, you have to come back and live it again. That's why it's so important that you don't commit suicide and things like that. You're going to come back and live that horror over and over again till you get it right. So please be stronger than you think you are. Get through it and do what you got to do, because all your lifetimes are coming together. Your abilities are there at your disposal. Use them. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So rune time. Runes. Checking those runes for the water element. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. Movement. Movement in the right direction is definitely important. We got all kinds of stuff. Movement here. For Alice is a good movement card. Let's see. Where's my thingy? Okay. This is Ehwaz. 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 This is a rune of transition and movement. New dwelling places. Oh my God, I know this is perfect for people. Physical shifts, new attitudes, or new life. A relationship may need to undergo change in order to live and grow. Good fortune will follow. Reversed. Movement appears to be blocked. What you are doing timely? Not all opportunities are appropriate for you. The opportunity may be to avoid action. What is yours will come to you in its proper time. But we are going to think that everything we are undergoing changes, big changes in life. April is about major change. It's kind of like spring. Flowers begin to bloom. Other things, that snow melts and goes away. Yay. So things are coming to life, but it seems like we're all under new life right now. So new expectations too. And the new life needs to be better than the old. That's why it's good to get rid of old conditionings, old habits, old ways of thinking, bad habits, things that you're ingesting in your body, things that you're doing. Change it up. This is your golden opportunity. The energy is ripe for your success, but whether you take it or not is going to be up to you. All right, so what am I missing? Stone. Look, I get so excited over these things. How many times you see such an excited reader, right? All right, so for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what is going to be the best stone for them to utilize this month of April 2023? Oh my God. All right, hey, I stirred these up. This clear quartz has been coming out a lot, but I guess it's perfect because we all need that amplified energy right now because transition requires more energy. All right, so focus on the positive energy. Help it to give you focus and clarity. What is your next move? What do you need to do? Focus. So this is a beautiful piece. It's so nice. I haven't seen a piece so nice and clear like that. It's nice in a while. Not that I don't have any, but okay. So we're gonna do clear quartz again. It will also energize other stones with it. So you need to make sure it stays clear, especially if you're going through a lot. Make sure you cleanse your crystals, all your crystals. There's certain ones that do not ever need cleansing or clearing, and you never want to put selenite in water or salt mixture. It will dissolve it. But certain stones like, I think it's citrine, kyanite, blue kyanite, never need cleansing or clearing. But I think there's a couple other ones out there too. All right, here we go. What are the metaphysical properties of clear quartz?
According to Charms of Light, healing with clear quartz, it absorbs, stores, releases, and regulates energy. Clear quartz draws off negative energy of all kinds, neutralizing background radiation, including electromagnetic smog or petrochemical emanations. It balances and revitalizes the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual planes.
I keep thinking about an old quartz I had when I was 15. I gave it to a dear friend of mine as like the ultimate gift because it's been with me all of my life. And she lost it. She thinks it ended up in the garbage. They're like little beings. So treat your quartz good. Make sure she stays clean because if he or she is not clean, it will lash back at you. If it's absorbed too much negativity from you, that's what you're going to start experiencing. The quartz used to actually burn my mother's skin. So she had to keep it clean a lot. So it really does store a lot of energy and it's no joke. So, and when you'll see it getting cloudy if you have a nice clear quartz when it's really full, and you'll know it needs to be cleaned, especially if you start feeling icky. So clean it, and then when you put it in the windowsill with a full day of sun, and then night of moonbeams, you actually clear it and re-energize it. So put it in a glass of salt water. It's like a teaspoon to a tablespoon, depending on how big your glass is, of at least 8 ounces of lukewarm water, so it melts the salt. Then put your stones in there, clear glass if possible, put it in your window to absorb all the day's light and all the night light. And you will then both have a nice balanced stone. If you can't get a nice good moon night, doesn't matter, at least get it in some sunlight for a whole day. It will pick up the energy of the night. All right, so please like, share, and subscribe. Please give us the thumbs up. I cannot express to you how much we really need your thumbs up. It does matter. We fight massive algorithms around here. There's a lot of readers out there, and we really, 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 really need your assistance there. So please, if you enjoyed your reading today and you'd like to help our channel, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to join us on Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Time for live weekly forecasts, not just monthly, but weekly. If you can't catch it live, catch it later. And hit the notification bell and you'll be notified when we change any dates or times for some shows in case things pop up that we don't expect, or if I have fairs to do. So we always do a makeup show, so don't worry. So if you are hitting the notification bell for every type of show you like to watch, I think you'll be notified for each one. People are saying that it's not notifying for certain ones. So I think you have to hit the notification bell for like the 4 elements, notification bell for your particular horoscope, the notification bell for the Sunday podcast. So we also have moon manifestations and things like that too. So hopefully you get a chance to check them all out. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful April. Enjoy your transformation. Undertake to do it joyfully and know that positive change is coming. Namaste.